Welcome to Eccleston Piano Teacher. In this short video I'm going to be considering legato and staccato as applied to playing the piano, and a brief explanation as to how to play these two types of touch. It doesn't matter whether you're playing chords or melodies or a combination of the both. When you go from one chord to the next, you've made a decision as to whether you're joining them together with a break in the sound or without, and in that case I was playing legato. So this would be the same chords but played staccato. Hear that? There was a definite break in the sound, apart from the reverb of the room, which is a different matter. So here is a sequence of chords played completely staccato. Okay, so I could play the same, more or less, legato. And I managed to play that legato without using the pedal. But the pedal, of course, which is normally with the right foot, can help to enhance the effect of joining chords and melodies together so they're nice and smooth. Now I'm going to continue talking about this with an example from Bizet, 19th century French composer, and this simplification of March of the Toreador, which comes from his opera Carmen. And you'll hear how there is a mixture of staccato and legato. So here, for example, first two bars left hand, completely staccato. Now at the same time, the melody, that's a tune in the right hand, has a mixture of the two. Staccato, legato. So together. And of course, when you have a variety of legato and staccato, it adds a greater interest to the performance. If everything we played was completely legato, it would get a little bit boring. And if everything was staccato, it would get a little bit boring as well. So a good performance, a good composition tends to have a mixture of the two. So I'm going to play the first 8 bars, and you'll hear how this is very effective because there is a mixture of legato and staccato. And that is a brief introduction to legato and staccato. One final word, you have to work at the development of both techniques. I wouldn't say one is easier than the other. One danger with staccato is that children, if they play staccato a lot, their hand tends to fall out of position. Whereas in the early stages, if they're playing legato a lot, they tend to keep their hand securely in position. In classical music, you'll find that the further back in time we go, there are less indications on the page as to whether we are required to play legato or staccato. So for example, if we look at Sweelinck, a Dutch composer, you'll find no indications of legato or staccato. And even in Bach, on his original manuscripts, there were no indications as to whether it was legato or staccato. So the performer has to make decisions about this. Whereas modern music frequently has very clear instructions, or suggestions should I say, as to how to play whether legato or staccato. And I hope this short video is helpful.